Our travels in California continue. Today we are in Pismo Beach. We're Steve and Audra, a couple living and working full-time on the road in 60 square feet of space in our self-converted Ford Transit camper van with our cat, Lady Gray. We're trying to live simply on a low budget while enjoying the incredible beauty all around us. Thanks for joining us as our adventure continues.
Left, then you will arrive at your destination.
Last night we parked on the street in San Luis Obispo, had no problems, and made our way here this morning to Pismo Beach. We're really looking forward to exploring. We've had some breakfast. Now let's go check out this beautiful place.
But I just started eating.
Dinosaur Caves Park gets its name from a short-lived seaside attraction that once stood on the cliffs above the ocean in the early 1900s. In 1906, a developer built a small amusement area featuring large concrete dinosaur sculptures positioned along the bluff near sea caves carved into the sandstone. Visitors paid admission to walk through the grounds and view the whimsical prehistoric figures overlooking the Pacific. Although the attraction eventually closed and the sculptures were removed, the nickname Dinosaur Caves stuck. Today, the site is a public coastal park known for its sweeping ocean views, walking paths, and open green space, with only the name remaining as a reminder of its unusual past.
idea. Why don't we get some photos of me by the Pismo Beach sign?
Okay. Steve, that's the back of the sign. Was fun checking out the Pismo Beach Pier. You can never really go wrong when you're by the water. It's pretty nice. So now, before we get to work, we have one more stop to make. Well, when we were in Monterey, we stumbled across a butterfly sanctuary. We were a little too early in the season. We may still be, but because we've driven south a little bit, we might find some here. We have come to the Pismo Beach Butterfly Grove. So we'll go check it out.
Whoa, look at this. A butterfly track. We must be close.
Pismo State Beach Butterfly Grove is one of California's most well-known overwintering sites for western monarch butterflies. Each year, typically from late October through February, thousands of monarchs cluster together in the eucalyptus trees to conserve warmth during their migration. On cool mornings, the butterflies hang in dense groups along the branches, resembling leaves, then take flight as the day warms and sunlight filters through the grove. Boardwalk paths and viewing areas allow visitors to observe the butterflies without disturbing them, while volunteers often provide educational information about the monarch life cycle and conservation efforts. The grove offers a peaceful seasonal glimpse into one of nature's most remarkable migrations along California's central coast. Well, there are definitely more butterflies here flitting around, and there actually are some hanging in clusters. They're really hard to see, though. I wouldn't even have seen the ones that are on this tree here if someone hadn't pointed them out to me. So that's pretty fun.
Turn left, then you will arrive at your destination.
All right, well, we've arrived to Panera. Time to get a bunch of work done. Well, we worked for several hours at Panera today, and it was very stressful for me. It made me very glad that I haven't had a stressful day like that in a long time. Nothing worked. The programs I need to use for my work were not working at all. The internet was so bad I actually used my hotspot on my phone, and it was like an ice box. We both were so cold. So I think you got some decent work done, right?
Yeah, I mean, the silver lining is I was able to get something done.
Me, on the other hand, I got done what I had to, but it was not very productive. So anyway, all that said, we are now gonna splurge a little bit. I have been wanting to go to a Jack in the Box since we got out to the West Coast, so that's what we're doing now.
Just a reminder, if you'd like to see us work less and play more, you can always join our Patreon page.
Alright, here it is. So, if you know us, you won't be surprised. We signed up for the app, so we saved 20% off our first order. We got, I think, junior bacon cheeseburgers and curly fries. I'm gonna give it 3 vans. I don't think it's as good as In-N-Out Burger. We also got curly fries. I would say they're pretty similar to Arby's curly fries.
Alright, so we found our home for the evening. It's at an abandoned Cracker Barrel, which is a first for us. Found it on iOverlander and has some recent entries, so we're gonna roll the dice and hope that it's okay.
And there's also a Lowe's and some other things around here.
Yeah, this is part of a huge shopping complex, Lowe's, and restaurants, sporting goods, etc., etc. But it looks like there might be some, at least there's some other cars that look like they might be staying in their cars. I don't see any other campers per se. But
Other than one over at Lowe's.
yeah, they might be working on their vehicle. But anyway, we'll give it a try.
Good morning, you guys. Last night was pretty nice here at the Cracker Barrel. It's really a shame that the Cracker Barrel is closed. We were kind of excited when we saw that there was a Cracker Barrel. We have gift cards to use. We could have gone in and gotten some breakfast or something. It's the first one we've run across that's been closed, I think, so that's a bummer. But it was quiet and a nice place to park overnight. Also, last night we went to Planet Fitness, got cleaned up, washed some clothes. So that was nice, and today we're getting ready to get moving again. Gonna head to Panera to do more work. Hopefully this one will be better than the one yesterday.
This is so sad. I can't help but wonder what they did with all the food inside before they closed her down. And what of all the trinkets they sell? Do you think they're just still in there?
Well, instead of Cracker Barrel for breakfast, it's cereal for breakfast. For those of you who may not know why we go to Panera all the time, it's because it's a great place to work. Steve is part of the SIPS Club, so he can get unlimited drinks, and there's Wi-Fi and outlets, so it's just a good place to plug in, take advantage of all that.
And as an added bonus, there weren't as many in the Northwest, so we decided we'll cancel it, at least for a little while. I went in to do that. They offered their program at a steeply discounted rate. I think we were paying $16 a month for the the Sips Club, and then again went in to cancel, and they offered it for like $4 a month or something. So why not?
We put in a few hours at Panera, and you guys might notice a recurring theme. We are heading south again. So next up is Santa Barbara.
That's right, Santa Barbara, here we come. Been doing a lot of thinking about California and their towns and city names. I think California has the coolest town and city names of any other state that we've been in. Santa Barbara, Los Alamos, Los Angeles. What are some other ones?
Pismo Beach.
Pismo Beach.
Pismo. Monterey.
Monterey.
Morro Bay.
I mean, the list just keeps going and going. Someone in the marketing department for California deserves a pay raise.
Be on the right.
All right, we made it to Santa Barbara. Our first stop is the Santa Barbara Botanical Garden. Today it's clear enough here that you can actually see the Channel Islands out that way. We are walking in a redwood forest, and we were told that they don't actually naturally grow here. They were planted here intentionally, she said, over a century ago. So, that gives you an idea at how fast these trees grow if they're a century old. See, I said you could see how fast they grow. I probably should have said slowly, because they're very tall, but for 100 years, they're still pretty skinny.
Audra, I think I found the best part of these gardens.
The Santa Barbara Botanic Garden showcases the diverse beauty of California's native plants across a peaceful 78-acre landscape tucked into the foothills above the city. Winding paths lead visitors through redwood groves, meadows, desert gardens, and oak woodlands, all designed to highlight the natural ecosystems of the state rather than ornamental displays. Focused on conservation, education, and the preservation of native species, the garden offers a tranquil space to experience the rich botanical heritage of California in a thoughtfully curated natural setting. This wasn't our favorite botanical garden, perhaps because of the time of year for our visit, but it provided a nice place to get a walk in for the day. We love that we can visit places like this, essentially for free, with the American Horticultural Society's reciprocal program. Our annual membership, less than $70 a year, gives us free access to hundreds of gardens around the country. We have made our way to the Santa Barbara waterfront, and we actually scored the perfect parking spot. All around this area there's paid parking, but unless we didn't read the signs right, we actually found just right along the water here a few spots that are 90-minute only, and they seem to be free. Hopefully that's the case because we didn't pay. And Steve is cooking up some dinner. He is making sweet potato fries. We've never done that in a frying pan, so we'll have to see how it goes. And we were going to do burgers. It would be 2 nights in a row for burgers, but we decided because of the size of our pans that we're going to do hot dogs tonight instead. Be a little bit easier since we're doing the fries in the big pan.
Dinner is served.
Awesome. What do you think about the fries?
Well, you have to let me know what you think.
They are really different than what you'd usually get for fries like at a restaurant or something. But I think if you're going to do fries in the frying pan, these are the ones to do, the sweet potato fries. There's a little bit that's crispy, some that are kind of soggy, but they actually taste good, so I like them. I like them a lot. This meal is pretty perfect. Steve does these hot dog buns perfectly. They're pretty tasty. I love the fries. It also doesn't hurt that they were only 99 cents at grocery outlet, so that's a pretty good deal. So our meal is cheaper than it was last night, and I think a little tastier and a better view. I approve. This is where we're going to leave you for this episode. If you enjoy our videos, please consider becoming a patron by using the link on the screen that we've also included in the video description, along with information about today's adventure and our channel. A special thank you to all our patrons. We appreciate your ongoing support. Thanks for coming along with us on this van life adventure. Please take a second to hit the like button below, leave a comment to let us know you're watching, and click that subscribe button if you haven't already. Don't forget you can also connect with us and see my photos of the places we visit on our Facebook and Instagram.
Just a reminder, if you'd like to see us work more, nope.